Welcome to another episode of Saint Vincent Untold Stories. On this episode, we update you on the recent activities at the soufriere Volcano and many more. Big ups to all of my subscribers, and if you are new to the channel, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and hit the bell icon if you wish to see more videos like this one. Right now, they are taking persons to go away. Cause several of my friends told me they got a call from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and that is a good look. But some of the countries that are accepting the evacuees wish that you get vaccinated first. If you want to go, then you know the process goes. You got to take the job. Personally, it's a matter of choice. Yesterday, I updated a live footage showing inside the volcano. Right now, there is water inside. We want to just take the time out. So we got the staff at Paradise Adventure and Desran Rajigas. Allegations that information was being withheld because they wanted to ask for more money to say the volcano was still in unrest. So, if you check out the recent video I uploaded, you would see how the volcano is now. Water is inside the crater. Minister of Government Carlos James said that there would be no carnival in June or July. But they would look at doing some activities later down in the year. We went on the leeward side to do some donations and so forth. And we saw that Barali has slackened up a bit now. Most of the residents from places like Chateau and Fitzhughes and those places have returned home to clean up their premises. There are a lot of persons still in need of items. Plus, some of the homes that were housing people, like the private homes, has called back for their home to rent out. It has some instances where persons has lost their homes and they have to stay in the private homes. But now, the private homes need to make money as well to pay their bills. So it's a sticky situation right now. Business places in Saint Vincent. I want to ask a question. How are you guys doing? The van drivers in Saint Vincent are being sought after again. Remember I told you that this would happen? Wait until the volcano eruption calms down a little bit and they wile up the van men again. They won't remember what the van men did for them, you know. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, let me just recap. In Saint Vincent, most vans are allowed to carry 18 passengers, but because of the big sea, they were banned from carrying the full amount of passengers. But after the evacuation order was given, they wasn't studying the vanmen anymore because the vanmen saved the people's life. But now you see everything is back again. They are wiling up the vanmen. I told them they can't trust these people. They had said that if the driver and the conductor is vaccinated, they could carry their full amount of passengers. But they were vaccinated and they aren't being allowed to carry their full amount of passengers, you see. These people keep changing their tongue. Recently, we was at a shelter and I heard a lady telling her next lady, "You don't have more rights than me. I could just call the big man and get whatever I need immediately." But lo and behold, her son is a thief. You know, a thief like Sylvester the cat. Anything you put down, it gone. Just like when you throw a fish a ground and the cat just a bite it up. Bite up all the bone. As Sophia her son thief. And she dey telling her next lady anything she wants, she can call the big man. So everything's so good with her. Why her son a for thief? It's those same ones going around licking their boots, carrying other people's name to politicians, and not benefiting like how the bigger heads are benefiting. Trust me, I don't know what is going on. Things so nice, she could reach out to the big men, but her son is still stealing. That is to show you that thing isn't nice. Allegations are that an article was published saying the big man is going to give away 300 food vouchers. 300, you see? You didn't say 5,000, you didn't say 7,000. 300. Yesterday, we went out to do a few donations. And at 12 o'clock, I saw a vehicle show up with some food. They said that the food was for the evacuees. But, man, when an evacuee run and grab them, I saw this place come. Everybody seems to be wanting. But that's the situation in a country where there is extreme poverty. And as I said before, if we don't create opportunities for the young people, if we don't have creators and inventors and the local investors stepping up their game, it is only going to get worse. It had a time in St. Vincent where every youth adored the PM. They were saying they wanted to be like the PM. He's making some wise decisions. But now, when you ask the youths who they want to be like, how they want to be, they don't say they want to be PM. They say they want to be police, a soldier, all kind of different things. You see, the thing is, it's the bootlickers is who is causing that. Because when they are going with people's name to get things, they are blocking others. Some of them are so filled with greed that they are even blocking their own supporters. Last December, you guys became the minority. So that means some of yours went over to the other side because of the pressure they are facing from their own. Look at something carefully, right? When the volcano erupted, most of the government workers went into private homes. When the food was distributed from Nemo, boxes after boxes went to these private shelters, which these people were working, receiving a monthly salary, while it had some people who was jobless for a long time, didn't get any stimulus package, haven't received a monthly salary, and still didn't get any food whatsoever from Nemo. Some of you are smiling, saying, well, I don't concern if I eat and they don't eat. But let me tell you something. Karma is a very funny thing. When your turn comes, I hope you understand that it's something that you did in the past have returned upon you. Let me repeat myself as I always do. I am not on any sides. I am not affiliated with any party. I stand for the truth. In a previous episode, I touched on the e-passports. And I am asking the big man to have a press conference because this is what happened. An e-passport was issued recently, and just like a week or 2 weeks before, there was a rush to get passports because persons evacuated were signing up to go away, so they were rushing to get the passports. You know, just like a week after they changed the passports. So now what you are telling me, we have to go back and spend more money again, those persons will be refunded their money. In a hard economic time like this, where there is extreme poverty, you guys are adding more money to the passports. Some of you Vincentians, you are really strong, you know, bearing poverty every day and afraid to speak out. How are you bearing that? I told you before, when you are getting the cheese square meals at the shelter and you go back home, you are going back to basically nothing because agriculture is done right now. So, when you had a friend could have brought like 2 yams, 2 potatoes for you, they ain't gonna bring it anymore. They are going to try to sell it to get money for themselves because the place is so hard. First time when we were young, it had some people called the Shaker Baptists. And when you sit down in the church and you do anything wrong, they'll take a whip and beat you. Swai, swai. There was a youth. Like he used to love the licks because he still a make trouble in the people that made church. Swai, swai, when you go there. I hear get all the licks. Swai, swai, swai. And dancing still and taking licks. I think the big man needs to see one of those Shaker Baptists and he'll catch himself. Swai, swai, swai. The Shaker might ask him questions like, where is the money for the stimulus package? And the big man might say, I don't know. Swai, swai, swai. Where's the prime grant money? Swai, swai, swai. Where's the volcano relief money? Swai, swai, swai. And the shaking up wouldn't end until they have a confession and accountability. In a previous episode, I mentioned that he could go and see a guy named Weatherboard. But when I check my levels and my memory, I remember that weather board used to work by the modern medical center out at country. So they know one another very well. But weather board need to see him again and give him the right dose. PM, as I said, we are not against you in any way. We just need you to do the right thing. Too much of sufferation is going on. With that being said, I want to just thank everyone for supporting Untold Stories. Big up the whole of St. Vincent, the regional islands and the international countries for supporting and praying for us during this time. We thank you very, very, very much.